HR. Once a year, everything lines up in your favour when it comes to your employee benefit. Your insurers, your broker, and your data. This is your benefits renewal. And in most businesses, it's treated like an administration task, a date in the diary, a spreadsheet, and a signature. That's not your fault. Nobody ever shows HR how to run an effective employee benefits renewal. So today I'll show you, and I've got 7 steps that are going to turn your benefits renewal from a paperwork exercise into the strongest negotiating position you'll be in all year. And most of this doesn't cost anything other than a diary invite. You can steal all 7 tips. The usual renewal sounds like this. Your renewal lands and then your broker turns up, really active and really engaged, but you've not heard from them all year. They'll negotiate with insurers, get discounts on your premiums, and they'll put together a really nice looking spreadsheet and compare prices. You agree the discounted price, you sign the paperwork, and that's it. Renewal done, see you next year. That's the standard process for a benefits renewal. Remember when I said everything lines up in your favour? Here's what I'm talking about. The renewal time is the time when you have the most leverage you've got all year. Number 1, insurers. They want your business. They want to quote for your business and win you as a new client. They're offering competitive premiums and they're offering you as much value as they can to win you as a client. They don't do this 3, 6, 9 months in to the policy year. Number 2, your broker's really engaged. Why are they engaged? Because they don't want to lose your business and they know this is a key time that you could go and work with any other broker and they don't want that to happen. Number 3, the engagement data is really fresh. It's ready to be reviewed, it's ready to be looked at and put into the conversation for the year ahead. So we've got competitive insurers, you've got a really engaged insurance broker, and you've got really fresh data ready to be used in that negotiation. But what normally happens is a spreadsheet, a price comparison, a signature, and move on. So what could you be doing instead? A renewal done well is when you ask the questions to make sure is what you've got fit for purpose when all parties are engaged and ready to respond and answer and support you. Has your workforce changed? The benefits you had 3, 4, 5 years ago might not be fit for purpose anymore. What did last year's engagement data tell us? Are people using a certain benefit or a certain wellbeing app or part of their benefit more than others? Are people using one benefit over another? Are people not using a benefit at all? Have we got absence problems in the business? If we have, what are the key reasons for those absence issues? What are the key health risks in our workforce that we need to use benefits to support? Are there any services in the market which might better suit our workforce in comparison to the benefits we've already got? Are there any gaps in the cover we've currently got that we need to fill or look at seriously? And the one thing that really stings, are you paying for a benefit that nobody's using? None of these questions cost anything to ask, but in your renewal process, these are the key questions that should be asked every single year, and they should be a part of a process, not an admin task. Everybody is motivated to get the answers within your renewal process, including your insurers, your providers, and your broker. Plus you've got the data to go with it. What normally happens when you get a discount on that benefit, on that private medical insurance policy, on any other benefit that you've got, it feels like a win and it feels like you and the broker, you've done the negotiations, you've saved yourself a percentage of that premium, and that feels like a win. But if those other questions we've just talked about haven't been answered and you don't know the answer to those questions and the impacts of the answers to those questions, then it might not be a win. That saving on that benefit or that premium, it might not be a win. And that's a really big thing to think about. If your workforce has changed and if your workforce aren't using the benefits you've got, then even if you've saved 30, 40, 50% on a particular benefit, if it's not being used and it's not being utilised and it's not delivering real value to the employee but also your business, then you've saved money on something that is not being used and is being wasted anyway. So here's the plan. Here are your 7 steps, and this is the first one. Step number 1, block out time every quarter of the year to look at the data. Ask your broker, ask your insurer, ask your provider, look at the engagement data. What are people using? What are they not using? Which apps are they logging into? Which apps aren't they logging into? And get a really good high-level overview of the data every single quarter. Are things improving? Are things getting worse? Is one benefit seeing more traction than another benefit? This is really important, and you shouldn't really have to wait to the end of the year to go through some of that engagement data with your benefits. Also, look at the absence data and the health risk data that you've already got within your workforce from your HR portal, from your occupational health team. This will tell you what those key concerns might be that your benefits can help you with. Step number 2, get specific data from your employee benefits broker. That specific data might look like health cash plan management information, claims data on your private medical insurance policy. It might be the number of active claims going through on your group income protection benefit, but ask your broker to give you specific data per benefit and see if they can get you as much data as possible. Step number 3, ask comparison questions. Ask your broker at Renewal, how does your data compare to other customers they've got? If they're managing different clients, how does your data compare in terms of employee size, industry, type of business? Your broker is there to give you advice and guidance, and you need to leverage your broker at every point possible to get as much value as you possibly can. You're also paying for their perspective, not just a spreadsheet of comparison pricing. Step 4, get a full comparison of all the quotes from all the relevant providers in the market. Definitely focus on price, but also focus on cover and benefit. What's included with each insurer? Are there any new benefits you can get access to? Are there any additional value benefits that you can get access to? Maybe for those insured, maybe for employees that aren't quite insured on some benefits but can still get access to certain benefits. Don't just focus on premium, focus on value and focus on the benefits that are going to help you achieve your outcomes. Step number 5, thinking about outcomes, set out what your ideal outcomes will be of your benefits renewal process and look for the solutions that will help you achieve those outcomes. Rather than just looking at a comparison of quotes and benefits and cover, look at the solutions that will help you achieve your outcomes. Because there's no point purchasing a benefit that's the cheapest or that's saving you the most if it's not going to help you achieve your ideal outcomes. Those outcomes might be to reduce absence in your business, to attract more people to come and work in your business, or to help retain the people you've already got. And if those are your outcomes, the benefits that you have should be helping you achieve those outcomes. Step number 6, get rid of any duplicate cover where possible. Things like a digital GP service, an employee assistance program, retail discounts and savings. If you're paying for these benefits more than once, get rid of them. You don't need more than one of these benefits. And in the employee benefits market in the UK, there can be a lot of crossover. So where possible, look for duplicate cover, look for duplicate benefits, and make sure you get rid of those within your renewal process. Step number 7, create a plan of action. Write the plan of action down, include things like employee benefits communication, what you're going to review and when, the data that you need for each provider, when you're going to get access to that data, and how you're going to present this information to the leadership team, to your management, to the managing director, to the finance director. Write down the outcomes you really want to achieve and when you're going to achieve those outcomes. If it's not written down with a deadline, then it's not a plan, it's a wish, it's an admin item on a to-do list, and that's where a benefits renewal process will fall down. Underneath all of these 7 steps is a real big change, and that's treating your benefits like a strategy, like a plan, and getting the best value from the spend in your employee benefits, and not falling into a trap of treating your employee benefits like an administration task. You're really busy, you're working within HR, you're working within the people team, and employee benefits are not always going to be a top priority. Having a plan, following some of these steps is going to help you turn those benefits from an admin task into a real valuable benefit to your business and to your employees. This spend on employee benefits is going to show up in your absence numbers, in your retention numbers, and a spend as big as your employee benefit shouldn't be treated any other way. HR, you know that a benefits process done in the right way with the right questions for the right people is a benefits renewal process done well. If your renewal process starts with a spreadsheet and ends in a discount and a signature with nothing else, this is where we can help you. Don't renew the same problem you've already got at a cheaper rate. If you need help with a free benefits review consultation to see if I can help you, click the link below, book a call, and we'll have a conversation. Thanks for listening. I'm Paul Connolly from Connolly Collective, your strategic benefits partner.